Hello everyone, we made granny square and granny triangle in last two videos, and today we will make granny triangle. We will follow the same pattern, almost same pattern as we followed for granny square. We will make magic ring and then from there we will move on. Follow whatever method of making slip stitch. After making slip stitch, you will chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back in the first chain and make a slip stitch and join with the last chain. Join first and last chain through slip stitch and make a ring. In this chain we will now make double crochet. First we will make chain 5. Chain 5 will work as 1 double crochet plus chain 2. I have made 1, 2, 3, that's 1 double crochet. Now 2 more, 1 and 2. This is 1 double crochet plus chain 2. If you remember, we use chain 2 for space. And now I will go in the center of the ring and make my first double crochet cluster. 1, 2, and 3. This is our first cluster. Let me finish my crochet. This is our first cluster. For corners, if you remember, we made 2 chains. 1, 2, and we will make 1 more cluster in the ring. So like all the corners in granny square and rectangle, we make 2 clusters joined together with 2 chains. And remember, your triangle, granny triangle, is a mirror image. Remember, we made 5 chains here. That was 1 double crochet and chain 2. So here as well we will make 2 chains and 1 double crochet. So this is our first triangle. Needs a little push and pull, but it still looks like a triangle. You can change your color here or go on to the next round. I will start the next round with the same color. Again we will make our double crochet. For double crochet we made 3 chains, and for this space 2 chains, so 5 chains. Turn your work. Again here as well, and in granny square and in triangle, we filled every space. Whatever space we made in one round, we filled it in the next round. So here as well, this space will be filled with 1 cluster. 1 double crochet, 2 and 3. That's our first cluster. Let's chain 1 so that our triangle lies flat, and in this peak we will make 2 granny clusters joined together with chain 2. Chain 2 and second cluster. Chain 2, and in this last space again we will make one cluster. We will chain 2, so after making chain 2 we will make cluster in this chain 3, our first double crochet or chain 3. 1 2 3 in the turning chain, so that's 2 rounds of your granny triangle. Let's do one more round. Again we will fill up the spaces and it will become bigger or bigger. You can change your color now, or you can change the color in whichever round you want. So chain 5 and we will fill this first space with first cluster. Chain 2 for the space. If you want, you can make it without space like we did with the granny square and rectangle. And in the peak again we will make 2 clusters joined together with 2 chains. That's my 2 chains, and now I will make my second cluster. If you decide to make it without 2 chains in between the clusters, it will be more compact. But remember, you will have to make 2 chains for the peak. You can make your granny triangle without these 2 chains, but you will have to make 2 chains here. Second cluster, and this is the last cluster here in the last space. Chain 2, and in the third chain, let me find it, and this is what my triangle looks like. You can make it as big as you want, and it's lying flat as well, no ruffles and buckles anywhere. Let me change color and show you the last round. When you have 2 loops on your hook, you will make slip knot of your next color and use that color to finish your double crochet. Just hold them tight, both of them. Make the next double crochet, 3, 4 and 5. Turn your work. You can make a knot of these 2 so that they don't go anywhere. One more time. Later you can use a tapestry needle. I like to bury them when I am making the next round, so I will make my next cluster on them. One, 2 and 3. I will move on to the next space. Let me just finish it quickly. I have made 2 chains between each cluster. That's why it gives a lacy effect. If you want something more compact, try experimenting with 1 or no space, but you have to make 2 chains here. For the start as well, try to experiment with 1 or 2 space. Whichever way you like effect, you can keep working. So this is our rectangle, square, and now triangle. Let's see what we make next.